It represents the fulfillment of a life lived in wisdom. Hi, everyone. I'm Tammy Becker. Welcome to today's lesson on the Woman of Proverbs 31. We are in week 34 of 52 in the Women of the Bible by Jeannie Sisforda. And today we're going to unfurl the scroll of Proverbs 31 as we seek to acquaint ourselves with one of the most compelling figures of the biblical wisdom literature, really, a woman whose virtues mirror the kingdom values Jesus himself taught. And the Proverbs 31 woman is an embodiment of virtue and strength and honor, and is a timeless exemplar, just woven into the ancient fabric of scripture. And she's often been envisioned as an icon, really, almost a celestial in her attributes and linked to all kinds of realities of everyday life. So we're going to make our way through Proverbs 31, 10 to 31, and we're going to try to embark on a journey that isn't just about going to the virtues and looking at the virtues of a noble character, but rather discovering a mosaic kind of qualities that resonate with the calling of every believer, male and female alike, really. So who is the woman that graces the passages with such dignity? And more so, what profound truths can her life impart on us today? Well, how does Proverbs 31 woman really reflect the heart of Jesus' teaching on servanthood and love? In what ways do our actions and values serve as a compass steering us towards living a life that lights in God's wisdom and purposes? Well, these are all good questions, and hopefully we're going to answer those today as we are inspired to look at that strength and dignity in our own lives, and really the kind of nurture of the heart and wisdom like she did in a contemporary context, so to say. So as we go through Proverbs 31 and take a journey through this, and let's just a reminder, if you're one of my Bible studying journaling friends, thank you for continuing our journey. I've got something in store for our next season. It's going to be so much fun. I'll just kind of put a hint out there. Pirate, not really pirate, but treasure hunt. Treasure hunt. It's going to be a lot of fun. So keep an ear out for that. And our new set of freebies coming your way. So that's just a little early plug. So anyway, and if you're new, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because I do my best to get the videos out every Wednesday, but life happens, and all those that follow me know that I don't always get them out when they're supposed to. So, but if it is your first journey and you haven't received the printables, all that stuff is in the description box, and you can go sign up for them. And it begins with Eve, so you'll have to sign up and start at the beginning of the series, but you'll get them every week in your box, and it's not a problem. So let's take a look at our key scriptures today. Proverbs 31, 10 to 31. And this is what it says: a wife of noble character, who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the day of her life. She is clothed in strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Ooh. Wow, let's look at our learning objectives from that. That's a lot to live up to. Number 1, to uncover the virtues of worth beyond rubies. Number 2, to discern the application of wisdom in daily living. And number 3, to cultivate a spirit of noble purpose and service. All right, grab your free printable and let's get started in our lesson and our creative time with our precious Father today. Okay, as we begin today, let's talk about those learning objectives that we started with at the beginning of the lesson. We're going to talk about number 1. And number 1 was to uncover the virtues of worth beyond rubies. So, uncover the virtues of worth beyond rubies in this pursuit. We're not merely seeking knowledge or understanding. We are diving into the depths of our souls and the richness of Scripture to unearth the priceless virtues that the Lord treasures in us. These are not the fleeting qualities that the world applauds, but they're those deeply embedded characteristics like kindness and patience and humility and love that resonate with the divine, and they reflect the luminous essence of Christ's teaching. As we venture forth, let us ask this question: what virtues do I hold that are of immeasurable worth to God? And how can I polish and nurture these gifts to shine brightly in a world in need of light? Together with open Bibles and open hearts, let's discover the radiant virtues that make us precious in His eyes and more valued than rubies in the treasury of the kingdom. And then number 2, to discern the application of wisdom in daily living. So discerning, this journey is really about accumulating wisdom as one might collect rare treasures, but discovering how to weave this divine wisdom into the very fabric of our daily lives. How do we do this as followers of Jesus and apply the profound wisdom found in the Scripture to our everyday decisions, interactions, and challenges? So when you dive into the wisdom of literature in the Bible, drawing special attention to the teachings of Proverbs, the parables of Jesus in the Gospels, and the practical advice found in the epistles, we can navigate these sacred texts and ponder thoughtfully in what ways does the Bible's wisdom guide us in modern dilemmas, and how can we embody the discernment and prudence that Jesus exemplified, even in the minute of our day-to-day existence. And by connecting the ancient words of the Scripture with our realities of our present experiences, we seek not only to understand but to transform and to really live our lives and reflect that wisdom and love of Christ more fully. And then our last objective was to cultivate a spirit of noble and purpose service. So, let's deep dive into the heart of what this really means to follow Jesus. A quest to cultivate a spirit of noble purpose and service. I think as our last point and objective, it's important to see what a woman of Proverbs looks like in service. And as we turn the pages of Scripture together, let us diligently seek the divine whispers of wisdom that call us to live lives marked by compassion, intentionally, and service to others. The life and teachings of Jesus provide a radiant blueprint for this endeavor. And He who came not to be served, but to serve, Matthew 20:28, exemplifies the essence of divine service and purpose. And how then can we embody this selfless spirit in the tapestry of our daily lives? Let's consider the parable of the Good Samaritan. Luke 10, 25 to 37, which teaches us about the boundless nature of true neighborly love, transcending societal boundaries and personal conveniences. What current boundaries might we be challenged to cross in our service to others? The Acts of the Apostles inspire us with early believers' communal life, where service and support for one another echoed the love of Christ. And in reflecting on these sacred texts, let us ask ourselves this: how can we too create communities grounded in the spirit of noble service? And through prayer, reflection, and action, let us plant seeds of purpose and service in our lives. Let's water them with love and dedication, that we can grow into a bountiful harvest of blessings for the world around us. So today we just open our hearts and our minds to a gem nestled within the wisdom-riddled pages of Proverbs, the portrait of a virtuous woman found in Proverbs 31. Her depiction offers us invaluable insight that resonates beyond the confines of gender, age, circumstance, touching really the very core of human living. And so let's dive into the 5 vital life lessons that we can glean from her, okay? Number 1, value character over convenience. Her worth being compared to rubies, Proverbs 31:10, emphasizes character over physical appearance or worldly possessions. Ask yourself, does my character shine through in my daily interaction? How can the focus of my inner virtues help shape my decisions and actions? Life lesson number 2, embrace diligence and responsibility. Proverbs 31 woman's industriousness reverberates across the passage. She embodies trustworthiness and diligence, a call for us to lead responsible lives. Are there areas in your life that ask for more responsibility? How can you demonstrate diligence in those areas? Number 3, practice generosity and kindness. Her hands stretched out to the poor, and she opens her arms to the needy, Proverbs 31:20. In a world that often prioritizes self-interest, her depiction challenges us to extend our compassion and generosity. How can you make kindness and generosity a routine part of your life? Number 4, life lesson. Cultivate inner strength. Proverbs 31:25 speaks to her strength and honor. It emphasizes cultivating inner strength and the importance of carrying oneself with dignity. When faced with challenges, how is your cultivated inner strength shaping your response? How can you foster more resilience and composure? Number 5, employ wisdom in speech and teachings. Her words offer wisdom, and her teachings are grounded in kindness, Proverbs 31:26. This reminds us how vital and influential our speech can be, and how it should mirror wisdom and kindness. What does that current state of your speech suggest? How can you ensure your words are infused with grace and wisdom? Just as we ponder on these insightful questions, let us not forget that these life lessons are faculties that can be continually nurtured and developed. And while the Proverbs 31 woman may seem like an impossible standard, I encourage you rather to glean from her example and understand these qualities surfaced from a deep-rooted faith in God and a steadfast commitment to virtue. Isn't that quite an inspiring path for us to journey to? And as we conclude today, may this exploration fortify your resolve to emulate these virtues in your daily life, and let the teachings of Proverbs 31 woman stir you, influence you, and continually guide you in your spiritual journey. All right, everyone. Well, that's a wrap for today. If you want to grab that printable once more, you can hit the description box or visit our website at youministries.com. And if you want to dive a little bit deeper into the biblical character of the Proverbs 31 woman, check out our faith pod over there at www.youministries.com. It's only $5 a month, and it helps behind the scenes and support the ministry, which is nonprofit, and you get a receipt and you get to take it off your taxes. All part of the bigger picture over there. So hope to see you over there. This is Tammy Becker. See you next time. Bye.